Okay, starting the class, please. Hello, Anjali. Good evening, beta. Okay, so first class we discussed about purity of matter. We came. Oh, yeah. Uh, okay. So we came to know about yes. चैट में वो तुमने ही मैसेज किया था बेटा व्हाट्सएप पे डिड यू गॉट माय व्हाट्सएप नंबर ओके ओके ठीक है मैं रिप्लाई करती हूँ बेटा यूजुअली जल्दी देखती नहीं हूँ ना मैं एक बार देख करके मैं रिप्लाई करती हूँ आज ठीक है यू आर इन क्लास 9th और 10th बेटा उसमें 10th लिखा था ओपन बेटा हेलो तनीषा कम 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 9th की 10th बेटा हेलो अरुणिशा ओके ओके मैम से बात हुआ होगा तुम्हारा मैम ने मैसेज किया होगा मैम ने नंबर दिया था ना वो नंबर पे कांटेक्ट करो ना मैं काम करती हूँ मैं मैम से मैं अपना नंबर तुमको देती हूँ इस नंबर पे मुझे कांटेक्ट करो ठीक है आज कमेंट बॉक्स में मैं अपना नंबर डाल देती हूँ या फिर अपना ईमेल आईडी डाल देती हूँ ठीक है आज मिल जाएगा आज मैं भेज देती हूँ मैम नंबर भेजेंगी कौन से क्लास में हो क्या मटेरियल चाहिए क्या डाउट क्लियर करना है सब कुछ इन्फॉर्म कर देना बेटा ओके जो जो चीज़ चाहिए जो जो प्रॉब्लम्स है सब कुछ मैम से डिस्कस कर लेना ओके एंड आई विल डू अकॉर्डिंगली फॉर यू डोंट वरी नाउ लिसन बेटा so last class we have studied about matter what and all we are going to study we came to know that matter is divided into two categories one is शेड्यूल ऑफ क्लास सब कुछ मैम तुमको बता देंगे ठीक है सारा डिटेल्स सब कुछ वॉट एवर यू विश टू नो सब कुछ पता कर देंगे टेस्ट भी मटेरियल भी सब कर देंगे ना लुक हियर बेटा first thing is that the matter is divided into two types pure and mixture very good Tanisha absolutely correct the answer is it is divided into two types come on फीस इज नॉट दैट मच बेटा ऑनलाइन का फीस बहुत कम होता है हमारा डोंट वरी वेयर इज भाव्या फीस का क्यों ये कर रही है पढ़ पहले ना लुक है बेटा पढ़ो now look here beta first is we came to know about mixture is exactly that one which is made with many different type of pure substances we learned some very important things first thing what we learned is matter is divided into two categories first category is what beta pure substances second is exactly called as mixture and then what we learned pure substances can further be divided into two types. What are the further division of pure substances? So elements and compounds. And then we came to know that elements and compounds are also exactly elements are further divided into three types. What are the three different type of elements? Metal, non-metal, metalloids. Still now we did not talk about mixture. And in mixture we studied two different things beta. In mixture, we studied homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Understood? We studied about homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So we learned that mixture is of two types. What are the two different type of mixtures, beta? Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. हाँ अंजलि बोलो बेटा. Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So what are they? Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. After that, we studied that okay, pure substances examples we studied. In that, we have talked about elements. Understood? In element, we categorized metal, non-metal, and metalloid. We came to know that okay, metal is exactly something which is electropositive, non-metal is electronegative, and the one which possesses the property between metal and non-metal is called as metalloid. Metal non-metal is called as what? Metalloids. Now we are going to go for next one. So Lavoisier was the one who was talking okay, compound can be broken. Compound can be broken, and last class I have discussed that if we want to break a compound, the compound can be broken as one element and another element, or did you remember one compound can be broken as two compounds, or one element and another compound. Understood? So these were the ways through which we were able to break it. Okay, so now we are going to go for the next one. So element, after that we came to know total how many types of elements are there. 115 types are exactly elements are present in the periodic table. Out of that 92% is exactly naturally made. The remaining 7% was what? It is exactly made in laboratory. Synthetic elements. Synthetic elements are those elements which are exactly made by 118, absolute 115 to 118. Yes, beta. It is exactly made, and remaining are. So now we are going to come to know that in that how many metals are there. We came to know that 92 are the metals. 92 are the metals. After that we came to know that out of 92 metals, nearly 92 elements, 70 elements belong to particular class as metals. Understood? So 92 are naturally occurring. 92s are what beta? Naturally occurring, and remaining remaining are synthetic. Understood? So now we are going to understand about next one. Iridium and osmium have the highest density, whereas lithium has the lowest density. We were talking about the properties of metals. In that, tungsten is the highest melting point, whereas sodium and potassium has the lowest melting point. So these were the sum of the properties we were knowing. So tungsten is exactly having what beta? Highest melting point. But iridium were having the lowest melting. Sodium and potassium were having the lowest melting point. They are having what beta? Lowest melting point. And beta, we already checked one very important thing, that metals are having some specific physical properties. Now we are going to study about what and all properties they are exactly having. Understood? First we talked and we came to know that they are mostly hard in room temperature, solid at room temperature. Metals are mostly what beta? Solid in room temperature. Second property of metal, what we learned beta? They have shining surface. What they have? They have shining surface. Next, mercury. Mercury is exactly what? Mercury is the only liquid. Understood? Mercury is the only metal which is. Good evening, Bhavya. Yes. So now, beta, these are the property. Tanisha, absolutely correct. Saturday, you are having one test. Okay. The test will be given personally. You have to come here and write the test. Saturday test will be very, very important test for you. Okay. The link will be given for online children, and for offline children, they have to come and write the test. That's very, very important. Okay. And I will explain what and all things are there related to the test. So be very ready for the test, beta. Now after that, what we have learned, beta, shall I continue that part? So here till now, two people from coaching has responded. One is Armisha, and second one is Dev Rakshita. Topic is beta force and laws of motion. Force and laws of motion. If you will be getting my number, we will be sharing material with you. You need to prepare that material before test. Okay. And then after preparing that material, you will be going for online test, which you have a time limit for that test. Got it? So it will be open for what you call it, open for some time, and you need to write that test. Got it? But that time interval only you will be connected to me, and that time you have to write the test. Are you all ready? So now beta, next one. So we came to talk about conduction. Conduction means what beta? They are good conductor of heat and electricity. Next one beta, shining surface. The surface is very, very shiny. All the metals are having, even mercury na, you will be seeing mercury. Yes, Saturday you are having test. So, beta, because series test I will be taking. How much topics are there for September exams? Now series test I am starting. Chapter material will be given to you, and after releasing the material within 2 days, test. Material test. Material test. Okay. So based on the material content, you will have test, and after that overall test questions I will be teaching in YouTube, and I will be explaining what is the correct answer. It will be science test, maths test also will be there. So this week will be very heavy week for all of you. You need to finish up science and maths content. Okay, that's very, very important. So first to start preparing for maths and science. First you start preparing for maths and science. Just close it. Don't, otherwise Amrish will go and jump outside. He'll be very happy. Closed from inside. Okay. Now look here, beta. So shall we do our work, beta? So we understood that conduction is there. Conduction means what? Only Anu Tan. What happened, beta? Arunisha. Only the students of coaching will be getting, means personal. The test will be personal. It will not be, questions will not be released in the group. Okay. Now look here, beta. Hardness, they will be quite hard. Exception, two metals are there which is not hard. What are the metals, beta? Sodium and potassium. Now malleable means what? We can beat the metals for thin sheet. You might have seen that iron is the one which is exactly so heavy and heavy metal, and we are using iron for making bridges. Correct now? But only one problem with iron is there. Absolutely correct, Anjali. Only one problem with iron is there, and that is it is having corrosion. Understood? Iron is corroded very, very quickly. So what we are doing? We are doing a coating of aluminium, zinc on iron, so that we can sustain it for long time. I hope you might have understood this one. Now ductile. Ductile means we can, all electric wire drawn from different metals are very, very fine. Yes. So ductile means what? We can beat them into wire. We can make wire out of it. Okay, sodium, absolutely. Everything will be there in that question. Material, once material is reaching in your hand, material will be given personally. Okay, one ma'am is there. She is going to personally deliver your material in your WhatsApp account. Got it? So you will be receiving material. One time slot will be given. In that time slot, it is not chapter wise PDF you will be getting. Understood? So reading material will be different, question material will be different. Got it? So we are starting this, and all the students, you are not supposed to transfer this because you're paying for it now. Okay, you are not supposed to transfer this. This is for your enhancement. So you just study that and prepare for examination. Got it? So now with the next one, what we will do, ductile. Ductile, sonorous. Sonorous means if you beat means sound will come. Understood or not? And then melting and boiling point. Metals are having high melting and boiling point. Now generally after the density, so generally metals have high density. After that valency. And yesterday last class I told na valency meaning. What is the meaning of valency, beta? The meaning of valency is the outermost orbit, mean the presence of electron in the outermost orbit. Understood? So generally outermost orbit, if having, the atom is exactly looking like how, beta? We have discussed this one. The atoms are actually looking like this. Means for understanding I am drawing. So outermost orbit, if one electron is there, outermost orbit if two electrons are there, outermost orbit if three electrons are there, then then atoms are considered, then that elements are considered as metals. Understood? So outermost orbit, how many electrons? 1, 2 or 3. Then they are considered as what, beta? Online children, electronic outermost layer. Yes, beta, present of electrons in outermost layer is called as valency. Understood? The combining capacity of an atom is exactly considered as valency. So how much valence electrons are present in the outermost orbit, they determine is it going to be a metal or non-metal or a metalloid. Understood beta? So if outermost orbit having 3 electrons, it is considered as metal. If outermost orbit is having 2 electrons, it is considered as metal. If outermost orbit is having 1 electron, it is considered as metals. Understood beta? So like this only we are learning that, okay, then what is that contain, why they are called as metal, why they are called as metals, we also need to understand that part also. Okay, now look here beta, density, generally metals have high density. Next, valency, generally metals have 1 2 3 electron in the outermost shell of their atom. Electropositive character, see beta, understand 1 2 3, absolutely correct. Tanisha, Arunisha, Bhavya, Anjali, just listen it very carefully. So on record, these 4 people are only sharing questions and answers. So I'm taking your name. Now look here, beta. Just understand this one. Ki if I give something to you, you will be very happy, na? Huh? So if I'm having 10 chocolates and I can have maximum capacity of eating 8, maximum capacity of eating what, 8, then what you can, I can do, I'm having 2 extra, but I can have capacity of taking only 8. In 8 only I'm saturated. So that time what I'm going to do beta, that time I'm going to give 2 to others. Understood? So if I'm giving 2 to others, that person who is receiving will be very happy, na? So that means what, it is positivity. Is it positivity or negative? Negative actually. Yes, is it exactly positive? Understood? And positive means you will be very very happy, na? Oh, I got 2 chocolates from auntie, correct na? But you are not knowing that auntie capacity is only 8. After taking 8 I have given you 2. Got it? After taking 8 I have given you 2. So because of that, what I am electropositive, because I have given. So what I am? Electropositive. So if someone will give, it is good, positivity. So metals are giving electron, so they are considered as electropositive. Since they are giving, what they are considered as? Electropositive. Aronisha, why laughing, Ray? Monkey? Oh, I have not given her chocolate. She's making emoji, she's sending laughing emoji. Come here, I punch you. No chocolate. You do good in test, after that I will talk about chocolate. Huh. Yes, if more than 3 will be either metalloids or non-metals. Understood? That I am going to discuss beta. After this I am going to discuss. दिस नंबर इज फॉर ऑल बेटा, हिंदी इंग्लिश जो भी क्लास में तुमको ज्वाइन करना है, क्या पढ़ना है क्या नहीं पढ़ना है, दीदी को कॉल करो, दीदी तुमको सारा सब कुछ बताएगी। और जो जो तुम्हारा डाउट्स है, किस सब्जेक्ट में तुमको मैथ्स साइंस में कहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, वो सारा चीज़ तुम अपना दीदी को बताओ, ठीक है? हिंदी इंग्लिश जिस चीज़ में भी तुमको प्रॉब्लम है, हिंदी इंग्लिश मैं नहीं पढ़ाती, ओके? सारा डिस्कस करो दीदी से, दीदी को बताओ कि कहाँ कहाँ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, तुम कौन से स्कूल में हो और क्या चाहती हो तुम हमसे, और हम कैसे तुम्हारी मदद कर सकते हैं। ओके, नाउ लुक हियर बेटा, सो नाउ इट्स नॉट अबाउट मनी बेटा, ठीक है? ये मत सोचना, जस्ट पढ़ो अच्छे से। नाउ लुक हियर बेटा, electropositive means what beta? Electropositive means who can give. Okay, the choose one word phrase for each pair to describe most of the soft and hard metals are. Hey monkey, metals are generally hard. Weak and strong. Strong. Shiny or dull? Tough or brittle? Tough. Heavy or dense? Dense. Conduct heat? Do not conduct heat. Conduct electricity? Do not conduct electricity. Okay, conduct heat, do not conduct heat. Conduct electricity, do not conduct electricity. Okay, liquid and solid. So what is exactly it is? Solid. So now base metals and noble metals. What are? Monkey पिटूंगी, जो भी मतलब डाउट्स है वो सब पूछ सकती हो, मेरा कहने का मतलब ये था यदि। So now base metals and noble metals. Can we start with this? So base metals and noble metals. So what is the meaning of base metals and noble metals? So in chemistry, the term base metal is used informally to refer to the metals that oxidizes or corrodes relatively easily. So base metals can corrode. Base metals can corrode. Sanvi, good evening beta. अभी आई, क्लास ओवर हो गया स्कूल का. So now look here beta. So what we have understood that ki base metals are which type of metals which can corrode. So base metals are exactly what type of metals which can corrode. So now in chemistry the term base metal is used informally to refer to a metal that oxidize or corrode relatively. The one which can oxidize can corrode. You know, oxidation means what? That the reaction with the metal, the oxygen react with the metal surface and it get oxidized. Understood? So usually, remember this word, usually metal react with oxygen to make basic oxides. What they are making? Basic oxides. So metal, read this one nicely, metal react with oxygen. Then what it is making beta? Basic oxides. What they are making? Basic oxides. Non-metal react with oxygen? Acidic oxide. So metals reaction with oxygen make which type of oxides? Basic oxides. And non-metal reacting with oxygen means make acidic oxide. So that's what. So you might have seen na, sulfur dioxide is acidic in nature, carbon dioxide is acidic in nature, nitrogen dioxide is acidic in nature. And because of these gases, na beta, yes, absolutely correct, Anjali, absolutely correct, Arunisha, Bhavya, absolutely correct, beta. So you know what acid rain is there, na? You might have heard the story of that some factories are there, they were releasing what you call these type of gases, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide gases were released in a very heavy amount as a what you call as the waste product. So absolutely correct beta. Now, what they need to do here is, could these acidic oxides, whatever was there, so what they did is, when they are getting mixed up with rain, and they are, because they are having affinity with water, understood? So when they are making, they are adding with these basic acidic oxides, when they are getting added with water, they are exactly punctual. They are exact, don't disturb the class. So now look here. So when they are added with water, now they are acting as acid. And this acid when falling as a rain was considered as acid rain. So one more time beta I am telling. What you have understood here beta? You have understood a very important topic, and that topic is acid rain. And how acid rain is coming? Because of acidic oxides. The acidic oxides, the gaseous oxides, that is exactly released by the what you call vehicles, factories and all. Understood? And one more thing we have learned here. And what we have learned here beta, we talked that metals when react with oxygen, it is making which oxide? Basic oxide. Non-metal reacting with oxygen, acidic oxides. Understood? Acidic oxides. Very good. Thank you so much, beta. You understood. So now we are going to talk in chemistry. The term metal is used informally to refer to a metal, base metal. Understood? Base metal is used informally to refer to a metal that oxidize or corrode relatively easier and react variably with dilute hydrochloric acid. Now beta, why they are reacting with dilute hydrochloric acid? The reason behind reaction with dilute hydrochloric acid is because metal oxides are basic in nature and hydrochloric acid is acidic in nature. So acid and base react to make neutral salt. Understood? Acid react with base to make what beta? Salt. Acid is reacting with base to make what? Salt. Understood? So that means this is neutralization reaction. This reaction is called as what reaction beta? Neutralization reaction. It is called as what? This type of reactions are called as neutralization and reaction. Very good beta. So that is neutralization reaction. Correct Anjali? Acid plus base, it is giving salt. I hope till here everything is clear beta. So acid and base will react and it is making what beta? Salt. I hope you have got this point. Yes, correct Sanvi. So acid base reaction is making what beta? Salt. So metal oxides are acidic in nature. True or false? Metal oxides are acidic in nature. True or false? Come on, say. Understood? Metal oxides are acidic in nature. True or false? Still now online I did not got any answer. Okay, metal oxides are acidic. Wow, Bhavya, super. Metal oxides are acidic in nature. Metal oxides are not acidic in nature. Ayo. Nice. Brush was on now. Eh, I don't know. In this I can't write seriously. Wait. I'll remove it. Better I'll remove it. Now look, beta. Just try to understand this one. Hey. Eh. Say. Decrease the. I'll reduce it. I'm using brag. Oh, that's seriously. I will be wasting my time in this. See. Um, Now I can write now. Correct now? It is visible. So now look here, beta. Metal when react with oxygen, it is making what, beta? Basic oxide. Now this basic oxides react with acid. Basic oxides react with acid. It will make salt. This reaction is called as neutralization reaction. I hope you might have understood. Correct now? So this reaction is called as what, beta? Neutralization. Um, नुकसान हो गया. Yes, I was exactly trying to talk about this only. Metal plus oxygen, it is exactly called as what? Basic oxide. It will be making what? Basic oxide. Basic oxide. I hope Shanvi understood ना बेटा. लेफ्ट डाउन क्लिक कीजिए. देखो मेरा बच्चा लोग सिखा रहा है कैसे लेफ्ट डाउन क्लिक करो इस सबसे. ना तो मैं कुछ क्लिक ना करने वाली, रुक जाओ. जो क्लास है पहले वो पढ़ लो, बाद में चेक होगा. Understood. Afterwards I will check. Now look at beta. We came back here. Hoy. So beta, metal oxides are basic, reacting with acid, neutralization reaction. Victory. मस्ती करना है कि समझना है तो बोल दो. मैं एक बार ही बता दो, मैं समझा दूंगी फिर से बेटा. No, ma'am, not understood, beta. Just understand one thing, beta. Ki when you talk about metals, okay, so metals usually when they react with oxygen, some of the metals only. See, you know about iron, na? When iron surface will be exactly in contact with oxygen, what they are making, beta? They are making what? They are doing corrosion. Rust is forming. Correct, na? Rust is forming. In the same way, beta, when metals will be exposed to air, the oxygen present in air will react with these metals. Okay. So what they will make, beta? So when this reaction will